know something, guys? I may be in the minority here, but I like playing games for the story at times. I do like story-based games. I mean, you know The Last of Us is one of my favorite games of all time. So, I took a chance and decided to go play the Battlefield 4 story. I've got some seriously f***ed up news to tell you. I'm Keen947, aka Wolfkeen, and welcome to another edition of a Wolf's Word Special. I think we can all agree on this fact that Battlefield 4, while a really good game, it's insanely bugged and flawed. It is by far one of the most buggy, flawed, and problem games of all time. I think this was one of the worst game launches of all time. Oh, why did Battlefield 4 release in the state that it was in, even though the beta was pretty bad? I played in the beta. Oh, because us at EA, we want to rush the game out and get the game out before Call of Duty so we can beat our competition. Are you stupid? The reason why I'm being so low is because there's people sleeping. So I have to, keep my voice to a certain extent. But trust me, guys, I'm furious right now. If you can't see it if you can't hear it in my voice, look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. You could see the fire that I have right now in my eyes. Let's get into it. So, early today, I saw that there were a couple of weapons in the multiplayer that were only able to be unlocked by playing the story. Okay, that's fine. I mean, they did the same thing with Battlefield 3 with the co-op. You had to play the co-op in order for you to unlock some of these weapons. Alright, fine. So I went into the story, and I played maybe about 3 missions before I stopped. I had fun! I was having fun with the story. The characters were interesting. The story was interesting. And I liked it was more expansive than Battlefield 3. And there were less of those quick time events like in Battlefield 3. As a matter of fact, I have not run into a single quick time event. And I'm already on mission 4. And I was having fun with the story. I was liking everything about the story. I liked that there were different ways to approach it. There were different ways to evaluate your situation. That was good. That's great. I love that. The story for Battlefield 4 was definitely getting on my good side. So I decided to take a break to play with my clan for a little bit. Take a break from story, go play with the clan for about a few hours, take a break, and then I came back to play some more Battlefield 4 story. I was interested in continuing where I left off. So I went into the main menu, and it didn't show continue game for some reason. It was like, campaign, multiplayer, premium, I think. I was like, what? And then I went to campaign, it said start a new campaign. I'm like, start a new campaign? I already have a save data. Why am I going to start a new campaign? So I went back and checked the options to make sure I wasn't missing something, and I wasn't. So I went to campaign, and I was like, alright, I guess it's just telling me to pick a difficulty so I can continue the campaign. I picked normal difficulty, and guess what happens? It starts me from the first mission. I'm not kidding. Battlefield 4 has the worst save data of all time. As a matter of fact, I'm not the only one who's experienced this. And I'm not the only one because, oh, no, it's probably just a PS3 bug. No, it's not. It's not a PS3 bug. It's actually a bug that's affecting multiple people on multiple consoles. I went to a forum to find out what was up about this, and there was about an 11 pages worth of people talking about this. Saying that, oh, we lost our save data, can you help us, Dyson EA? Or, we lost the save data, can you please fix this? All I gotta say is that the fact that there's 11 pages of people saying that they've lost their data after taking a break or something like that? What the fuck? I mean, do you understand what this means, guys? That means if you want to play Battlefield 4 story, you have to play through the entire thing in one freaking shot. And considering that there's 3 endings, and these 3 endings give you 3 different guns, which one of them is a very good multiplayer gun, the M24-0B. That's a very good LMG, and a lot of people know this from Battlefield 3. So what you're telling me is, because there's no save data, we have to play through the game 3 times in a row because you did not put in a save data feature. What the f***? This is absolutely the worst of times for the Battlefield franchise. If Medal of Honor Warfighter killed the Medal of Honor license, I have a bad feeling with the way Battlefield 4 is going, it's going to kill the Battlefield license. I know a lot of people are about to be like, oh, you're just being an extremist. Am I? Like, am I? Look how much of a colossal fail Medal of Honor Warfighter was. It had 1 DLC and a shit ton of problems. Battlefield 4 has had 1 DLC and it's buggy as shit. And remember, DICE have said, oh, we are canceling all DLC until we fix all these bugs. How long is that going to take? I mean, considering how many bugs and glitches there are in Battlefield 4, is that going to take a week? A few weeks? Months? Years? They're not giving us a definite answer about if these bugs and glitches are going to get fixed in a good amount of time. I mean, think about it. When the DLC were coming out with Battlefield 3, they were coming out within like 4 to 5 month span? But the game was 2 years old, and, you know, that was a good thing for it because they kept releasing the DLC and constant stuff. Battlefield 4, unfortunately, the fact that they've canceled the DLC, especially some of the DLC looking good, like Second Assault and stuff like that. But my main gripe right now is the story. The story is good for Battlefield 4. It's a lot better than Battlefield 3's story. But the fact that your save data does not save, this is crippling. This is amazingly crippling. Because I want to review Battlefield 4, and the fact that there's this bug that prevents your game from saving on every console. It's not just one console. There was someone reporting on Xbox One that it happened, someone reporting on PS4 that it happened, someone reporting on PS3 that it happened, and I'm here to tell you that it happened to me, someone reporting on 360 that it happened, and someone reporting on PC that it happened. This single-player loss of data bug is happening to everyone. And what makes this worse is the fact that it's not like, oh, you just lose levels at the start over. No, you lose f***ing everything. All the weapons you've collected, all the challenges that you've done in the single player, all the collectibles that you got, gone. This truly is the worst of times for EA and DICE. I really have a bad feeling that this is going to be DICE's death blow. I really have a bad feeling that this game is going to kill them. I mean, think about it. EA and DICE are under 2 freaking, sues. Get me? Like, they're being sued by 2 different areas. I don't know what to say at this point. I'm pissed. Like, I'm immensely pissed that, this happened. So what you're telling me is that I'm going to have to play through the story in one fell swoop, play it 3 times so I can unlock all 3 weapons. And how long is the story anyways? Are you seriously telling me that I'm going to have to devote my entire freaking day to playing the story? When games like Call of Duty Ghosts, yeah, I've been playing the Ghost story, it saves when you stop playing. It saves when you stop playing. When you reload the save, oh, here you go, you're right here. Instead, in Battlefield 4, oh, you turned off your console? F*** you, you go back to the beginning. What the hell? This is truly bad. I mean, Take it from me. Take it from someone who put $60 onto Battlefield 4. Take it from someone who's a big devoter of Battlefield. Take it from me. Don't buy Battlefield 4. I know I'm making a bold statement right now, but don't buy it. It is insanely buggy at the moment and is insanely broken at the moment. I still feel like I'm playing a freaking beta. I really do. I still feel like I'm playing a beta of everything. The fact that my save doesn't, my single player data doesn't save, that means, I have to do it in one fell swoop. When did I go back to the NES era of games when you had to do that? It just pisses me off that they did this. Like, it pisses me off that they released this game in the state that it was in. And I know DICE wouldn't do this. I know EA did this. I know EA are the ones that wanted to rush the game out to be Call of Duty, when in reality, they just killed themselves. I don't know what to say at this point, guys, but take my advice. Do not buy Battlefield 4. Wait for the price to drop. I would say wait for the price to drop. It's not even worth the premium. Do not buy Battlefield 4, and if you did, do not buy the premium, because it's not worth it. It's not. The premium was worth it because of all the DLC, but the fact that we don't know when DLC are coming out, it's not worth it anymore. What's premium going to be worth? Oh, we get into servers quicker. Does that matter? Oh, we get battle packs. We get battle packs ahead of everyone else. Does that matter? Do we get weapons and knives and camo ahead of everybody else? Again, does that matter? None of that matters. The reason why we all bought premium was for the DLC. I bought premium for the DLC in Battlefield 3, but the fact that we don't know when there's going to be DLC for Battlefield 4, I feel like I'm going to dump $50 on just extras instead of DLC, which I want. I know I started this conversation about me talking about the story of Battlefield, but this is just a discussion about Battlefield overall. I'll probably get into a more in-depth discussion later if someone wants me to. If they want me to get into a full in-depth discussion about this, or maybe when I do my review I'll do it. But I just wanted to come on camera and let you know that there's a bug with the story, there's a bug with the multiplayer. The entire game is bugged. Don't play it. Don't buy it. Honestly, we need to make these developers learn you can't do this. Get me? You can't do this. You can't release games in a broken state that it was. It's not acceptable. It really isn't. I mean, the problem is, do we accept games? Do we accept buggy games like this all the time? Like, are we supposed to? No, we have to hammer on these games. Look at Total Biscuit when he did War Z. He hammered on that game. Look at Gary's Day One Gary's Incident. People hammered on that game. Look at Ride to Hell Retribution. People hammered on that game. We need to hammer on these games that deserve it and hammer on the problems that deserve it and not let this stuff get away. Because if we don't do it, developers are going to think, they're not complaining about it. I guess we can get away with it next time. No, we need to make developers known about these problems. If we don't make developers known about these problems, then they're just going to keep making the same freaking mistakes. And that's being honest. I'll keep you updated on Battlefield as I keep playing, but honestly, in my honest opinion, it's not worth it at this point. It's not, unfortunately. I wish I could say Battlefield could be worth it, but look, if you're interested, rent it. I mean, there's no online passes, at least I think there. Let me check, since I have my Battlefield copy with me anyways. Is there an online pass for this game? No, there is not. Remember, EA said there'll be no more online passes. I'll say this. If you want to play Battlefield 4 so bad, rent it first and see if you like the multiplayer. If you could deal with the multiplayer's bugs and glitches, then go ahead and buy it. But let me say it now, a lot of the guns are still very unbalanced. A lot of the maps are a little hard to understand. There's still a lot of bugs and glitches, including the revival bug, which is still happening. There's a couple of bugs and glitches where you get kicked out of games, server crashes and stuff like that. Trust me, there is so many problems with this game. I can't recommend anybody spending $60 on it and buying premium along with it. Rent it first, see if you can deal with the problems before you buy it. I'll do a full-length review when I can. I'm going to see if I can beat the story at one point. I'll probably hunker down one day and just play the story all the way through, and then afterwards I'll do my review of Battlefield 4, and you'll get my real opinions about this game. So until next time, guys, I'm Keen947, aka Wolfkeen, and this has been another edition of a Wolf Sports Special. So until next time, take care. And f*** you, EA.